Walk the line. Oh, it's a great song, man.
Hey.
Yeah, look it up. It's good.
All right.
That's just a cool nod to Waylon, who, back in the day, man,
Yeah,
Waylon was a DJ at KLLL.
That's right.
That's
really
awesome.
cool.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right,
I know, that blows
621.
people away whenever I tell them that. They're like, really?
Yeah, I know.
And then-
KLLL's just got a, nationally, KLLL is a radio station that is, it is a known heritage type station to where
Very historic
people
station.
are aware of
Yep.
it, so.
Well, even internationally, but didn't we have a Dutch country station reach out to us?
We had Lucas on air. It's a guy.
Lucas.
He actually was in the United States for a while. I think he's a student. He went to school here or something. I'm trying to remember. He sent me an email earlier this week, and he had listened to us on. Is it Stream Garden, I believe is what it was called. I wasn't familiar with that, but it's a kind of an aggregator of radio streams and stuff. Right. And he had found KLLL and has been listening. So he was like, man, I listen to y'all. Could y'all cut a liner for my show? And so we did, we did stuff for him, and he responded. And anyway, it's been kind of cool,
He's probably eating lunch right now.
And here's what's interesting. I know, right? He's in the Netherlands. And so what was interesting is I found his Instagram. And so I thought, let's just check out, see what they're all about and everything. So I go to it, and they post videos of their show and stuff, a lot of the kind of same things we do. And I watched two of them. And the second one that I watched, okay, and this is all in it's Dutch language stuff. So I don't know what they're saying, but the first thing out of his mouth on one of these videos was, Will Bannister. And I was like, what? Will Bannister. We've had Will on our show.
He's from Portales, and he
plays the funky door a lot. And
he plays here, quite often.
Yeah, and he's really good. And, so we know Will. And to see that he's getting airplay in the Netherlands, and this guy, of all the videos I could have watched, it just blew me away that I think it was the second one. Will Bannister, and then I don't even know what he was saying. I couldn't understand. I don't know Dutch, but yeah, that was kind of cool. So I guess the point being that KLLL there's just a history there with some of the early Buddy Holly stuff. With the jingles. Waylon was here. It's just there's a lot of really cool things. So
I love it when we play the jingle for Buddy Holly. That just blows my mind every time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. His birthday's coming up in September, too. So there you go. All right. Well, I guess we should officially start. Didn't do that yet. We've already
Mudflap the Gang featuring Jeff
and Mudflap and Coley. Thanks for listening this morning, everybody in our gang. We're out of here, so thank you. Now,
I guess I get to go home and go back to bed.
No, there'll be none of that, Colleen. It's a long, arduous day.
That's right.
Slaving over a hot control board. It's...
Well, you've already had to do some labor. You're sweating already.
Yes, I know. Listen, I am. It is so humid. What is it, like 100% humidity?
It's like 60%.
Okay, if you equate that mathematically, that is like 100% in Lubbock. That is like crazy humidity.
That's pretty up there.
No, I am. No, we had some. We always like to share the issues we have in our studio with you. We have a great studio. It's just we have interesting little things that will happen. Most of the time, it happens on a Monday. Today, we come in and there's a computer that we use. We have this one computer.
Well, it's the computer that I text everybody on.
Right, yes. So we get all of our texts and everything from the gang. Well, there's two screens that are identical here, so I can see it, Colleen can see it, but Colleen usually is the one manning the screen, I guess you could say, or womaning the screen, whatever.
Not
you know what
offended.
I mean? Okay, thank you. I'm trying to be politically correct. You know me, I'm very politically correct. That's very important in my life.
Yes.
No, but you're the one, that's kind of manning that situation. Well, we come in this morning and both screens are off and we can't get the computer. We can't wake it up or anything. So we have to go down under the board. We have to take this piece of the furniture. You have to unscrew all the things, take it off, go in, unplug this little thing, plug it back in, reboot some stuff. I don't even know what it reboots. We'd probably turn the lights out for somebody in Lubbock, but they're back on now.
There's
and
no we.
Here we are.
You were the only one down there trying to fix it.
Well, I know, but Mudflap actually helped me. He had to unscrew the little things at his end of the furniture here.
Yeah.
So I've had
to do that one. This thing's heavy to get off.
Yeah. You thought so?
No, Oh,
You thought it was really heavy?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I thought it was really child's play,
Child's
but that's
play.
okay. But you know, you
Ta-
need to probably do a little arm work. But you know,
Yeah,
Taz
probably.
apologized. It was probably me. I texted so early.
yeah, that's probably it. You probably just ruin the whole system. No, but we're back with that. So incidentally, I guess here we are. Who else checked in so far this morning? Now that we have the screen in front of
That's
us.
right. Well, Taz was the first one to check in. Then we got Troy the Painter, David, Ricky, Holly, Bob, Popsy, Mike H., Kimberly, Groot, Miss Lisa, Raymond, Butch, Patrick, not my brother, Peggy, woohoo, Steven, and Taz the Trucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
That was, he got it twice.
We have 2 truckers now on the show.
I
That's
know.
I got to
pretty
meet him the other day, Chaz the trucker. He's
Taz.
awesome. Taz, I mean.
Yeah.
What did I say,
Seal.
Chaz?
You said Chaz, but
Oh,
that's
no,
that's
no.
not unlike
Taz.
you because you're
Yeah.
if you say a name, as long as you have at least 3 of the however many letters, then we kind of go with success.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, Taz,
Kraz the trucker. Thank you, Kraz.
I've messed my kid's name up, so
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad.
I
but-
could see me saying Kraz the Tucker.
Right.
My dyslexia of the tongue
I
does
was
that.
about to say, be careful because man, you're like treading in the danger zone on that. You don't want to mess up too many letters on that one.
I got on
Just
his
saying.
I got on his
Larry.
bike and everything. Is his
Okay,
motorcycle?
I saw that picture there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you look like a real
I
American
know.
badass on that.
I
by the
know.
way.
I was ready
Yeah.
to go ride. Like, let's get it on. Let's go. Wow. But I had a job to do.
So Larry,
Really, where are you working now?
Uh-oh.
No, it's a shocker.
You have a job?
I know.
When did this happen?
I know. It's crazy.
He has had to work almost 20 hours this week.
That is
I
true.
know.
I know with all the Star Wars Coca-Cola cans at
Man.
United, man, you've worked 2 days straight for I mean, you've put in 6 extra hours so far, and I'm a little worried that this is going to be too
It's
much
a
for you. Are you
little
okay?
exhausted. Yeah. Woo.
Bless your heart,
Man.
man.
Sleep all weekend, aren't you?
I sure am.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I got some news for you. I'm going to need you 9 to noon and
Today.
probably 3 to 6 on Saturday. So
Okay.
if you can
All right.
find it in some way, you can
do it.
soldier through and do that.
Dun, dun,
So,
dun.
let's see. What else today? Coming up, I do have a few tips to save on groceries. I feel like stuff you probably know, but anyway.
Grow your own garden.
You're right. You know, that is one thing that Kathy and I've been thinking about doing is growing food and doing, because I know you started doing that last year, and I thought, man, if Mudflap can do it.
Oh,
Anybody can do it.
Well, I mean, but you've really
No,
you did
yeah.
really good with it, and I
Yeah.
just thought, and I say that, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm not a farmer, certainly.
I had strawberries this year.
Right. And so I started thinking, man, I could grow some stuff. And I already told you we're growing, and I did say a guacamole tree.
yeah,
one
you
day.
did. You
That's
did.
stupid, but that just shows you how great I am at it. I could never be a farmer because, I'm growing farm guacamole. Oh, really?
How hard
Explain
can
that.
it be?
Like an apple pie tree.
Yes, exactly. That's what. I want a hamburger tree. How do you grow one of those?
Yeah.
But anyway, we're growing an avocado, and it's doing really well. I mean,
So
it's
continue.
about this tall now. So what is it, like it's over a foot tall, and
Nice.
we're going to have to repot it because it's getting so big. So here in another 5 years, we might actually have an avocado, maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
But
5 years. Well, God willing,
It
we're
takes a
here
while.
to be able to celebrate it.
I know,
with you.
right? I know. If we make it another 5 years here, which hopefully we do, I'll bring in an avocado because you brought in the bounty of your fruits. I mean,
Yeah.
you brought in like some squash.
yeah.
And what else? You brought something else.
I felt like I
You have
brought in
zucchini
pepper.
or peppers? Maybe. What
maybe,
was it?
I don't know. Maybe it was zucchini. I don't know.
It was at least squash. There was
Yeah.
something else. I can't remember what it was, but it was great.
My strawberries were tiny, but they were delicious.
It's not
I
the
was
size of
shocked.
the strawberry.
It really
Always
is.
remember that.
I mean, it
It's,
was
you know,
like
I
was
think
like,
the smaller ones actually have more flavor to them.
yeah, because I took them out. I was like, there's no way that's going to be any good. And I took a bite. I was like, wow, that's actually. But I didn't have a whole lot,
yeah.
so I need more strawberries.
My mama, man, she grew all kinds of stuff. She grew okra and squash, and I mean, she grew tomatoes. And when I was a kid, she'd always bring stuff to us. And there's nothing like freshly grown vegetables
No,
right out of the garden.
so
It is
true.
the best.
So true.
So anyway, we've been thinking about doing that, but got the avocado thing going pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think Patrick, not my brother's, onto something. He's going to grow a money tree. I think I'm going to try that. If you plant a quarter, do you think it'll grow into a tree?
Mike,
I've heard that's possible. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to try it.
Wouldn't that be great?
Oh,
That would
wouldn't
be
it?
awesome.
A money tree. That's called a printing press. And the next thing you know, the Secret Service is coming in and arresting you, and but well, no, that would be great. A money tree. Golly, that'd change everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Forget the vegetables.
That's right.
I'm growing money.
Right.
All right. Let's see here. If you plant $1, maybe it will grow taller. Taz. Yeah, thank you, Taz. That's I'll try that. All right. Where you? Here's one of those things that. Well, you're talking about spending money and things, but Lubbock water is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I think we can all agree on that. Most people just do not like Lubbock water. Do you ever have people come visit you and they take a drink of your water and they go, "Oh gosh, how do I live with this water?"
Some, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, I mean, we have.
All right, it's 6:30 and.
Well, the reason is because we have bottled water.
Well,
and so,
okay, but that's
and
what
so,
my
yes,
point is.
Yes.
I'm talking about water out of the tap.
Oh,
Lubbock water.
We don't drink that.
Lubbock water is not in a bottle.
No.
I think Mudflap missed the assignment on this one. So,
He did.
Anyway,
That's okay.
yeah, you're drinking bottled water. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Lubbock water.
Oh yeah,
you don't get Lubbock water out of a bottle.
No.
Right?
No, not at all.
Okay, thank you.
We do.
Yeah, it's kind of silly to pay for that.
Yeah,
it is. All right, I think we need a palate cleanser. Here.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Be part of the gang this morning. Text or call 806-900-9630.
But if you are tired of hauling those heavy water jugs around just to get clean drinking water, since the Lubbock water is typically not very popular, Earl's has the solution, an under-the-counter reverse osmosis system that gives you purified, great-tasting water straight from the tap. This is really cool because it's very convenient. And when you don't have to haul around those giant jugs of water, it's just, that is really nice. So no more lifting, no more hassle. Right now, you can get $100 off your RO system, plus flexible payment plans are available with Earl's. And Earl's, they're not just about water. They do all kinds of stuff. Trusted team for plumbing, leak detection, drain cleaning, heating, cooling, all kinds of stuff. But you may not know that they also do these RO drinking systems. So if you don't like that Lubbock water coming out of the tap, you can get with Earl's, and they'll set it all up where you'll have delicious, clean drinking water right there at the sink. And it's very convenient without those big, giant jugs of water. One call does it all. So get with Earl's. It's callearls.com. That's callearls.com.
DeCarrie Henderson was choking, and she watched as the restaurant manager tried to help but was failing. That's when Valerie sprang into action. Thanks to her biomedical science class in high school, she jumped in, performed the Heimlich maneuver like a pro. DeCarrie said that he believes he wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for her. She beat the life into me. That's the best way I can explain it, he said.
Wow. I wonder if she did the, staying alive, staying alive. If CPR training or anything, they always tell you that right there. I've always remembered that. I've never had any official training, but if I ever get in that situation, I promise you that'll be the first thing I think of is just getting down there and do chest compression. Yeah. Staying alive. Anybody that doesn't know that, they go, man, this person's in trouble and you're singing Bee Gees hits? What are you doing? But seriously, that's what they tell you in CPR training. It's just a way to remember the rhythm and what you're supposed to do. So So there you go.
Crank
I'm not
the
a medical
music.
doctor, so don't. I mean, this is for entertainment purposes only. But I know several people who are in situations where they have to take CPR training every year and for different offices and things, and that's one of the things they really tell you. So, but again, I'm not responsible for anything
Well, you're not
going
the only
wrong.
one because I've heard that from other people too. My friend Julia told me that.
Yes, and my mom and my wife. I mean, they've had that. So I'm not responsible because I could just see now somebody's going, night fever, we know how to do it, woo, or something like her, jive talking. I knew it was a Bee Gees song. No, but it's Staying Alive.
Jeff told me that song.
Yeah, he said, hear that, nobody gets too much heaven anymore. No, that's not it. It's got to be Staying Alive.
Well, that fits also with the name.
Right, Staying Alive. That's how you remember it, Staying Alive.
Miss Lisa says they still teach it that way. She does CPR
there
every
you go.
2 years.
See, thank you. I just want people to know I'm not
we
making
weren't
that
challenging
up.
you.
Well, not y'all.
Okay.
I just think people are listening going, what does that guy think he knows? He's some dork on the radio. What does he know? Tragedy! When you want so... Yeah, that would be a terrible one. You don't want to have a tragedy in that situation, right?
You also don't want to send somebody to heaven either.
Right, yes. Nobody gets too much heaven, but you're going to today. Yeah, see, that would be terrible. So, all right, very good. Ozzy did he really? Okay. Just make sure you're not off tempo. Patrick, not your brother, said that. Yeah, that's right.
Not off tempo.
But everybody knows that song, and that's
So
I
if
think
you
that's why
haven't-
they say "Staying Alive."
16
It's just a
16
good
time, yeah.
It's a good tempo. So yeah, you don't want to put your own artistic spin on it. Ooh, 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 staying alive. Yeah, don't be an artist. Just do it the way it's supposed to be done.
16th time. Staying alive. Ooh, 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 staying alive.
I think what we've discovered from this is if
gosh.
someone's in trouble, they definitely don't want us being around, right?
No.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. Yeah, Peggy has to do that training every school year. Yes, Peggy. See, thank you very much. Okay. Jordan Davis actually has his new album is out today, and there's a lot of good songs in there. Bar None, which you hear quite a bit, it's on there. This is one of the cool songs on there. I like. Sometimes we can't wait, so we just put those out there. But we get excited. So, but did you like that one?
I really did. I want to listen to that again and kind of get the words. I mean, but the chorus on that is very catchy.
Yeah,
I like the beat, and I could so hear Kip Moore singing that song.
You know, that is
He reminded me of Kip
really,
Moore.
yeah, really. Kip Moore, who has a kind of that rough kind of
grit in his
voice,
voice.
and hearing him wail on that chorus there, terribly struck. Yeah, Kip Moore actually has a new album out, but it's kind of different. I don't know what's going to happen with it. If it's really it's good, but I don't know that it's going to find the mainstream success. But he's really good.
I like him, and
Yeah.
I know I was really disappointed that he didn't take off because he's got some great songs.
Yeah, he does, and he's just one of those artists that he's really good. He just kind of does his own thing, and I respect that. And he just does what he does in spite of how, I mean, he's not one of those people that just trying to find commercial success or something, But he does have a new one, and it's actually good. Parker McCollum's got a song on his newest album called Solid Country Gold. We got him coming up here September 4th, and tickets to give away. We're getting closer to that concert now, but we'll play that coming up here in a few minutes. It's kind of a fun song. It kind of details, I think, it sort of makes me think it's him singing about his career so far. Anyway, it's interesting, but it's called Solid Country Gold. Tips to save on groceries. Groceries, it's like everything. There's a lot of things that are expensive right now. We've talked a lot about school supplies and how much money that everybody's spending on that. But here's some things about tips to save on groceries. A lot of these things probably everybody kind of knows, but I thought, well, that's interesting anyway. Why not? Maybe there's something on here that you hadn't thought about. It says, buy groceries on sale and freeze for later, which can really help you save on things like, like especially like beef and chicken and things like that if you find a sale.
Yep.
I think y'all are always looking for that, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look for digital coupons and grocery store rewards apps. And United is so great at that kind of stuff. We're very lucky in Lubbock to have United because they always have digital coupons and rewards and all that kind of stuff. So in Lubbock, we're pretty used to that with United. So I guess we're very fortunate. A lot of places probably don't have that. And then another tip to save on groceries is buy store brands. They're less expensive than private labels. I think a lot of people are doing that now because you know what? The bottom line is most of that stuff comes from the same place.
Right.
It's just when they slap a big name brand on it, they automatically jack up the price. So the store brands. In fact, I saw something where there's a lot of places that are a lot of stores that have groceries and things. These signature brands that they have, their store brands, are like driving their business now because so many people are gravitating towards those because they are cheaper. So that's a good way to save.
There was a bread company that we took a tour of one time, and we were literally right there watching the conveyor belt as the bread was being sliced and then put into the packaging.
Okay.
And so we saw the brand. It was the name brand, and then all of a sudden, they stopped everything, switched out the packaging, and the same bread was going into a different package.
Yes.
And it was literally $2 more, for
the
the
name
name brand.
brand, right,
It's $2 less for the off brand. And once I physically saw that with my own eyes, I'm like, that's my new bread.
Yeah. It's like,
it was the exact same bread.
Yeah, canned vegetables. I mean, they're just coming out of the same place typically. And then also do it yourself. Pre-cut fruits, veggies, and cheeses. I mean, they're convenient. But the bottom line is, if you buy all that, cut it up yourself, you're going to save a lot. You can save up to 5% by buying the vegetables or the fruits yourself and then cutting up. You're buying convenience if you're buying pre-cut stuff typically.
It's just like going to a convenience store to buy toothpaste. You're going to pay more than if you go to, like Walmart or Target,
right,
some place like that.
Because you're paying for the convenience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh well.
All right, well, there you go. Tips to save on groceries. Some of the things you maybe you didn't know, but you might try some of those things.
Turn it up. Wake the fun up with Jeff Mudflap and the gang.
Hey, don't let your insurance company bully you into paying more for less. If you got some hail damage on your vehicle from that big storm we had back in June, well, you know what? Insurance companies sometimes like to do insurance company kind of things. Everybody knows that. But Hub City Body Shop, your local body shop, they are here to help you and work with you to make sure the repairs are done safely and correctly. A lot of times your insurance company may say, be sure take your vehicle to this place. But it's your vehicle. You can take it wherever the heck you want. Welcome to America. Hub City Body Shop, locally owned and ready to serve you. They don't take any shortcuts like some of the big corporate shops do that are working for the big insurance companies. Hub City Body Shop is your local body shop. You'll find them on Spur 327, about a block west of Frankfort. They did all the hail damage repair on my truck a few years ago, and I loved it. They did a great job. So if you've got some hail damage and you haven't yet done anything about it, be sure and take your vehicle into Hub City Body Shop. Remember, make it pretty and call Hub City.
96.3. This is KLLL. Jeff Mudflap and the gang.
96.3 KLLL.
Because we've got free tickets coming up. That show's
wait.
September 4th. I know these shows.
Right
It's so
around the
funny
corner.
because it is because when they get announced, it's like so far away that you're like, oh yeah, great, and then you start living your life, and then one day you forget, and then all of a sudden it's almost time, and you're like, oh yeah, Parker McCall's going to be here at the USA. That's awesome.
Yep.
So be listening to win your tickets now that we're getting kind of close to that. Coming up, we got why you need to stock up on tortillas before this football season.
Yeah.
Hear the Jeff Mudflap and the Gang podcast on the new Sonic KLLL mobile app.
Mudflap Air for Ag Texas Farm Credit. Are you ready to put down roots? Ag Texas by your side is the way to go. So why? Because they are community connected. The ag lending experts at Ag Texas know agriculture, and because they live and work in your area they serve here, they understand your needs. Loan decisions are made locally, and their staff is proud to provide each customer with personalized service. So if you need to cover those operating costs, Ag Texas Lending is there to help you. From pasture to paycheck, it all starts here when you partner with them. So find your location near you, or you can go to their website at agtexas.com. That's agtexas.com. Land ownership, one step closer with Ag Texas Farm Credit.
From the Dollar Western Wear Studio, this is Lubbock's country leader and home of Jeff, Mudflap, and the Gang.
Jeff, Mudflap, and the Gang.
96.3 KLLL. Red, white, and blue through and through.
Come on.
KLLL. You ready? Let's go.
You can't relax yet, though, because you've got to go. You got to be somewhere at 10.
That's right. I'm going to be out at United, out at 19th and Quaker. They're at the Market Street, but with Coca-Cola, those Coca. It's got sugar on it.
delicious.
We're good.
Oh, there's
Yes.
plenty of sugar in it.
Yeah,
Good.
and that's one of the most important
Right.
food groups is sugar.
Right.
Everybody knows
Oh,
that.
everybody, yeah.
So anyway, coming up on Tuesday, we will we're going to try. You're going to try them because obviously I've had them, and I bought a box of them last night at United, and I saved a few for just at home use. But I did bring the rest of the box here, so I figured, Colleen, you probably eat about 4 that morning, and you probably eat at least 6, probably because I think you're going to really like them. So I left a couple at home. So
Okay.
now, I figured you'd have one bite of one.
Man,
And-
yeah, a bite. Because I'm telling you, because I've been on this health kick,
Yeah.
and anytime I eat something sugary or
Right.
even like a hamburger bun or something, or bread, it just does. You're like, oh, why did
You
I
need to have
do
a little
that?
fun in your life, Colleen. That's really
Well, I have to pick up the slack because Mudflap only works 2 hours a day,
Yeah,
so
that's
I've
right.
got to do the rest.
Okay, well, Tuesday, it is Taste Test Tuesday. So we're going to start with something that's actually very delicious. So oatmeal cream pies from Little Debbie. That's what we're going to do.
Yep.
So just throwing that out there so you can start preparing. You'll like them, though.
I'm
They're
sure.
they're delicious. Some of the stuff we may try may not be that good, but we'll see. There's always stuff on TikTok is like the home of every weird thing. It's like the trend towards all this pickle stuff right now. Every restaurant now, it seems like they have some kind of a pickle special or something, and so I don't know. Maybe we'll try some of that stuff at some point too. So if anybody has any ideas or suggestions, Sonic text line 806-900-9630. I know Sonic has a lot of like pickle items or something they're doing right now. Aren't they unleashing the pickle or something? I've
I
heard
think
that.
so.
Yeah. Anyway,
Isn't it in? Don't they have it like in a slushy or something?
I think so. But you know, like
Oh,
if you
I'm
like,
not sure what I think.
I
about
always
that.
remember growing up, and they probably do this now, but like Little League baseball games and stuff, I'd go to the concession stand when I was a little kid because my dad always coached
Yeah,
teams
the
and stuff,
pickle.
and they always had pickle juice.
Yeah.
And I always figured it was just one mom one day. They had those big old jars of pickles, and she probably said, you know, I hate just throwing this out. Do you think kids will drink this? Another mom said, yeah, kids will drink anything. Put ice on it, and they'll like it.
Yeah.
And they did it, and all of a sudden kids are, you got pickle juice? Woo! I mean, you know, and you got all excited because it was
Yeah.
good. You're
It's
right.
good.
Because usually you throw the pickle juice away.
Right. So they created a
good
whole
stuff.
industry. So there you go. All right. National Relaxation Day. Did we mention that? So, but yeah, that's what it was because you can't really relax like you normally do because you're going to be you got to be out for 3 hours doing
So-
the Star Wars thing. So
So, any golf in your future?
Don't. Maybe Saturday. Maybe.
Okay.
okay. Well, I sure hope because
I
you've had a
hope
tough
so,
week.
man. I
You've had to
know.
work almost 6 hours every day
It's
this week.
crazy, isn't it?
I feel bad for you.
Me too.
Okay, let's get to the serious business. First of all, how many days is it till Tech's first game?
It is 15.
Okay, so 15 days away, just over 2 weeks. Here's the deal. Stock up on tortillas now. Did y'all see this yesterday? The Big 12, which I am,
Gosh.
I think Brett Yormark has done some good things as Big 12 commissioner. He's better than that dumb,
Oh, that
what
was
that guy,
horrible.
Bob Bowlesby? That guy
Yeah.
ran the Big 12 into the
He
ground
did.
because he was terrible.
Yep.
At least Brett Yormark is thinking about things. But this deal, so yesterday the Big 12 ADs got together and had this big vote on throwing of items onto the field, and it was 15-1 about throwing items on the field. Guess
was,
which school was the one that voted against this resolution?
I'm thinking Texas Tech.
It was us, right? Because we throw
Yeah.
tortillas, and it's going to be that way. And I promise you, now that all this has happened, because see, here's the deal. Now that Tech is doing all the things with NIL and all these schools suddenly, you know, I love how they're all so high and mighty. This is just bad for the game and blah, blah, blah. You know, nobody wants Texas Tech to have any kind of advantage. And so all these other schools, suddenly they found all this pious, high and mighty attitude. Yes, we're really thinking that blah blah blah. It's so annoying. Schools like freaking Baylor. Give me a break, Baylor. Right. And TCU, all of them. They now suddenly they have this thing. So they all vote 15-1 against the thing about look. You don't want to be people throwing rocks on the field and frozen water bottles
and batteries.
Well,
and things
batteries.
like that.
That's the dumbest. That's a legend. That may have happened one time, but to think that that's a tech thing. That's what other schools say though. They throw batteries at you. Okay.